attack deals so much extra damage while healing, you will plunge them into despair. In terms of equipment selection, we recommend using the following 3 item sets, and Gusion is a magical assassin. We strongly recommend going for the third one. This set can greatly enhance Gusion's jungling speed, helping him to gain an early level advantage. Start ganking as soon as possible to shut down the enemy team fast. As for Ellen,
Don't expect handouts. Don't wish it will be easy. You have got to hustle. You gotta fight to earn it. You are the master of your own destiny. Feel the passion.
Hello and welcome back! We are here for the second game, and we already see our new model for your first AI for the Honor View 10, our legendary sponsor.
Yep.
That's here. And since we're on the topic, why don't we talk about our partners in esports as well? That is going to be, would you like the honor?
Sure. We have both Armageddon and of course GoPro. Look at that. Very nice camera. Suits well with everyone in the middle.
Yeah, it does. It adds panache to the table. That's there.
Correct.
For those of you who are joining us for the first time, thank you and welcome to the stream. That's there. You know, be nice in chat, be nice to us, and you can interact with us through chat if you would like. My name is Sudo, and next to me, obviously, is KBC Sensei.
Thank you so much. And for those who just tuned by recently, the game one, welcome back. Literally, welcome back. And of course, for those who are just dropping by here, and if you have no idea where to watch the games for the Mobile Legends Professional League Bang Bang, Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League, doing that stuff, and Malaysia and Singapore regular season, we're in our week 6, day 1. You may follow us on Facebook, and you can check out all the games live as well.
Yep, and if you happen to prefer listening to this in Malay instead, we have Malay casters. All you have to do is on the Facebook page, change your region to the Malaysian region, and you can listen to it in Malay.
Yes.
If you have friends that are wanting to listen in English as well, don't forget to share out the stream with it.
Correct.
Now, on to the matches that is coming up. We're going to do a little bit of a pre-show to make sure we're all caught up with what's going on before moving into it. Now, we just saw that Team Saiyan picked up 2 additional wins, and they're right on top of the board there. So they have 14 games. They've only lost 1 ever, and they have a positive score of 54 kills.
Yes.
This time around, we're looking at INES SG, that second team that's there. If INES SG drops any other game, they will have almost no chance of reaching it up to the top. So they are super crucial for them. They are going up against the 8th-seeded team at this point, which is Louvre SG. 14 games, 3 wins.
Yes, and they are also fighting for their dear lives to be in the final spot of the playoffs.
That's right, because only 8 teams will make it into the playoffs. So Louvre SG cannot afford to lose any of the games that's there. So let us see the fixtures once again. Team Saiyan had won the first game against Mysterious Assassins 3, and now all eyes are on the Singaporean team to see how well will they do. I have one question to begin it, all of it. That's there. Is Angel gonna make her appearance? Now, before you answer that question, I guess people want to know, will INES SG, keep in line and be winning just like what Team Saiyan did? Or will there be a big upset? Now, back to my original question. Will Angel make her appearance this time around? Because last week, we did not see her play, and the teams did lose 2 games that's over there.
Yeah, actually she came by on Sunday, which was last week, but there was the only 1 game for them.
That's that. So now we're going to be talking, just because the season's about to end. This is week 6. Week 7 is that last week. We have the MVP All-Star team. So there's 300 USD for each of the players.
Wow, money.
There. And this is voted by you guys, the audience, the viewers, the fans. That's there. We also have the regular season MVP, and that's $1,000 US. This one is voted by the players.
Correct.
and they'll be voting for anybody outside of their team.
Yes.
So they can't vote for themselves or their teammates.
Correct.
And we have the regular season top KDA, that's 500 USD for that. Special condition, you must have played at least 70% of your team games.
I feel so sad for PH God still. That great performance, but not many games.
Well,
on his belt.
he could potentially still get a couple more games in. There's still this
Maybe.
week and next week to push through. So, hoping... Do you think there's a front runner in here, like a superstar all player that either going to be voted by the fans or potentially voted by the players? Who do you think might be one of the potential 10 of them?
I think you mean you want me to name the player that
Yeah.
I feel okay. Maybe fan favorite would be Fredo.
Yep.
Because I think a lot of Alucard fans out there or Alucard users who main him is gonna just choose Fredo.
And we saw some really good plays coming from there. I think one of the fan favorites come out will be LY4, and that is coming from
He is actually my
IDNS SG. Has had really strong performance, and we're going to see more games coming up from him as well. Now, what's impressive, I guess production and maybe the people in chat can tell me if I'm wrong. LY4 has played in every single game from IDNS side.
Okay.
That's there. And he has the top KDA at this point.
A lot.
Which is really staggering
Yep.
to see what he has out there. And we'll see if that changes and he moves up into the double-digit number, because right now he's at 9.9. So
9.9. Wow.
let us check out the previous matches highlights right now, as we're going to see Louvre SG that went up against Team XD.
I was actually really surprised on Lou's performance in this particular round. Sudo, I think you're watching that at home as well. Louvre was not playing their regular strats, or it's not. They don't feel like themselves in this game. Take note that Angel did not join in the first game or the first match of this matchup. However, Louvre feels
This gameplay, the
Yeah,
fan is
it's-
ridiculous.
I don't feel it's Louvre playing, literally. It doesn't feel like Louvre to me. It feels like another team who kind of like didn't really show up on a day. Maybe is it a chemistry problem? Was there some miscommunication? Was there a shot caller not on point, or wasn't confident enough to make shots? We'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, well, this time around we're looking at IDS SG,
Yep.
and they went up against Tyrants. Now, Team XD in the previous one as well was really strong, and here Tyrants as well is one of the top teams
Correct.
within the standing SS. So this was quite close, but all you need to be looking at here is two key players that is absolutely ridiculous. Mr. V on that Rafaela was so on point in this game, and secondly is that Harley player, WQXD, who was so phenomenal going through that. You see, getting a double kill that's over there, sorry, the triple kill that's over there, and still going in for that more, coming out with that Maniac. Really strong on the other side there, coming up from both ends. WQXD got a lot of kills and padded his score quite severely.
Fun fact about this, Tyrant is like one of the powerhouses for the Singaporean teams, and I really enjoyed their unorthodox skills.
Yep.
But IDNS, they're just ranking them from top to bottom, giving no space of error, and this is what powerhouse teams are supposed to play like. They have to show no mercy to their respective teams, either whether you're the second tier or the first tier teams. They're going to go all in and just crush them completely.
Right. So we have a question, and and Jerome is asking,
Yep.
why is Louvre SG losing a lot? Are they that weak?
No, I don't believe they are that weak. Again, individual talents
I think
still
maybe
plays a big part, but
a political way to answer this is that you're in a competition with 9 other teams
Yep.
that are also very strong.
correct.
Unfortunately, somebody needs to win and somebody needs to lose.
Yep. And the fact that they are not weak because they qualify out of the 1,000 teams.
Yes,
Qualifiers,
I mean,
so
they have
they
qualified
are-
to this point.
yeah,
They
correct.
might just be weaker compared to some of the teams that's here. But then again, you also have some really strong teams. You saw Cyan take teams away. You saw, Tyrants, X play really solidly. That's there.
IDNS as well.
I think my biggest that maybe the meta is very unorthodox. they tend to have a lot of Argus picks, which hasn't really worked towards their favor. So maybe it is a drafting specific issue that they haven't really fixed on their side that's there. Well, let us find out about enough speculation, but let's find out about who's going to be playing on this side of Louvre SG.
Why?
Now we have seen a lot for Team Louvre SG. Let's see more love for Team ID and SSG. We have WQXD. We have if you guys want to support them on Facebook, do drop by at IDNS Esports. Wow, powerhouse of Singapore again. Very, very strong team. Very versatile. Everyone is an individual talent, but somewhat synchronized so well as a team. And Sudo, you did talk before that they are a team handpicked to make this whole composition.
That's right, and it's
No surprise.
LY4. Look at the KDA, 9.9, 54 kills, only 17 deaths, and 86
Six.
assists
Yep.
that's there. Primarily a marksman player, lots of Yishun Shin that's there. We see Carry and sometimes Alice and Zask
Yep.
also making an appearance there. If you look at the total damage that's being dealt out and his goal per minute being 709, his damage per minute 3,397. These are very, very impressive stats.
And this is a perfect example if you guys want to become the ideal marksman player, or at least range hero in a sense.
I would say he's a very good marksman player.
Yeah.
I think watching his Yishun Shin play is something that people can definitely be adapting to, and we'll
Correct.
see. There's a high chance that it's going to be Yishun Shin. Just watch his positioning. That's going to go out there. So blue side is going to be Louvre SG, and yes,
Angel on board.
it is going to be Angel. That's absolutely right. Hong, CZ, Royal ZY, and Skyway round off the team that's there. And on the IDNS side,
We have Sing, Mr. V, LY4, Jason Core, and WQXD. What a great matchup. Looking forward for very, very interesting plays from both teams. Again, the talk is about Louvre right now in the whole chat session. But again, give your love to IDNS as well. Your powerhouse for the Singaporean side. It's going to be great to see both top 3 teams of Singapore battling against out in this Civil War.
well, we have Dudang that's saying that LY4 has the highest stars right now in
What?
Mobile Legends worldwide.
Wow.
We will need production to double check with that, but I will not be surprised if that is the case. He has been the most solid player
Correct.
thus far. Even as the season started, that's that he boasted a very, very high win rate. I believe he was above 80% already. That's there. Well, and now let's talk about what can be seen. We are going to see what's going to be happening, and this time the ball's in Louvre SG's court for the first ban and the first pick. I wonder how will they pick.
How
Zask?
they will work.
Okay,
Zask.
I like that. Louvre has found some success with
Yeah, with
Zask
Zask, the Zask meta. Correct.
in the past. So nice removal from that, just making them feel uncomfortable. I don't think so. It necessarily goes against either SG or
Yeah.
they're afraid of it in that sense. But it's just good to throw your opponent a little bit off. By that extent, now we're going to see on this side how will they respond in a couple of seconds left.
Do you want to ban out Lancelot? You want to ban out Johnson? Oh, Hayabusa.
It's going to be okay.
Okay.
A little bit unexpected.
Do we have a great player on IDNS using Hayabusa? I think we do.
We have had
Yeah.
Hayabusa that's over there. I think the WQXD has
Yeah,
used
if I'm
Hayabusa
not mistaken.
before.
Correct.
While we look and see what's going on there, we have a question which is
Right, somewhere.
Simon C. Yongshan is asking when will there be a studio match? So it's all the studio matches are always on
okay.
Saturdays, so you know of that.
The studio matches, again, for those who don't know, they are live matches. We have both teams on board in our studio and have a great game live.
So we're gonna see here as they have the next one.
I got word from production saying that Jason Ko is a big threat using the heroes that.
Using Belmont,
Yeah,
well,
Belmont.
it's been huge.
Right.
I mean, I did this as you said. If you look at WQXD, Harley has been the thing. Mr. Wee Mr. V has come in with huge Rafaela plays in the past out there. Jason has come in with that Belmont huge on it as well.
Huge.
And LY4 has come in, big on carry, big on Yishun Shin and so many things. So you have so many away. Will Yishun Shin go over to Louvre? I like this adaptation. It will be it. So LY4 will not get it.
Oops. But he still has carry.
He still has carry.
If he wants to use it.
He can potentially go down the main route as well.
Yeah.
He has played Zask and Alice
correct.
before. Yep, that's right.
So they're gonna go and hover to Kagura. Wow, this is very interesting. I like to see how.
That was a very fast lock in. So Mr. Wee will still get his Rafaela as well. Very strong. For those who are watching, going, why is it a support? It's not just a support.
Yeah.
The way Mr. Wee builds
It's a
Rafaela,
mental support.
it is a tanky support. That's there. Rafaela gets to go in the middle, gets to slow down multiple enemies, and gets to allow the team to maneuver inside. It also plays a big factor with Kagura being there as well.
And,
Now, Hellcat and Jawhead.
Oi, Tigreal? Are you serious?
I
Are you sure? What just happened?
need a moment to think about
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
We need some calls on production if this Tigreal is the first Tigreal in MPL.
I
correct me
believe
if I'm wrong.
I believe
Or we
this
do see
is
another one?
the first Tigreal
The
as well.
first
yes.
Tigreal. Wow. Today we witness history, Pseudo. Two heroes. Out of the not pick pool, it's like, hey, pick. Wow.
Draft.
You could have gone with any other tanks, but you have to go with Tigreal. Let me see how they would like to utilize either his ultimate, which I feel that after the nerfs and stuff, when they changed his ultimate, it was a bit like last year. He wasn't as the top pick compared to the recent to the other tournaments that we casted before. It's a big.
I'm actually very curious to find out what people have to say about the specific.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just Tigreal. It's Tigreal, Johnson,
Yep.
Helcurt, and Harley that's there. There's a lot of magic damage that's coming through for them that's there. As much as he is the top 3 global Tigreal player that's there, we also see the top Zilong player that's there, which didn't really perform. So hoping
yeah.
Tigreal will be a better choice this time around. It's going to be Loof as she's starting out on the blue side. One Petrify on Helcurt.
Yep.
Huh.
And Team IDNS SG onto the red team, while the turtle was spawned on the south side of that. It's gonna be a very big question mark onto my head first, Pseudo, because so the way I see it, how Tigreal blends with the team, you're gonna need a lot of close engagements. You need to have Tigreal to initiate the fight first before you can start a fight. So that's where whoever, depending on Tigreal in terms of the ultimates, that's where the starts comes.
We have the chart that's split up. You have people that are amazing. Say Royal Z was the number 1 Tigreal that's there. We have so many crazy things. We just got word from we have 1,000 games on Tigreal.
My goodness.
That's there with a win rate of 84. Win rate with that Tigreal. So I have huge expectations right now. That is 800 wins. On Tigreal now already, so amazing stats coming out of it.
Speaking of which, Royal Z hasn't been performing well as a tank, so maybe perhaps this is his trump card. The most unexpected one can be the main trump card. As you can see, IDNS is caught in the middle. Unfortunately, Raphael will fall to carry, but Raphael left the hitch of here. It's a double kill.
We see double kill.
Okay.
LY4 plays a sick marksman that's there. I was about to say, as much as the Tigreal win rate is really high, will it be enough to cause LY4's win rate to go down?
It's gonna be difficult. It's a hill to climb up. But here's the thing, he kind of stats up his KDA since he's leading the pack for the top KDA champion.
Yes, well, in this case here, carry especially later in the game,
Yep.
does become that huge tank shredder that's there. So they need to be able to win this out in that mid-game before Carry becomes this unstoppable monster. And we have Ron Pei Yulan that says Johnson is taking Tigro on the ride with Tigro ultimate, which is implosion after the Uber crash. So we'll see if that is going to be the case.
Yep.
Royal ZY is being caught out here. Akai does find him in the end. Does push him back. LY4 is shredding him down to half health. Oh, the stun does come through in the end, but no, that is now 3 kills in total already. And still more to go. Look, CZ needs to be cautious about this. Kagura is there as well. Jump in, Mr. Mine. That's mega kill. That is 4 total kills already. Oh my god, this carry is huge.
And here, oh, okay, never mind. Falcon's gonna run away.
This Jason cost.
Just Baltimore. He's just Baltimoreing everyone.
It's crazy, and just like that, I didn't say it's okay. We will take Lord. This will be more objective. Johnson comes in, does find Sig on Kagura, but it's quite a it's quite a slippery target to be doing, and the damage turns around in the end. Hong here needs to back away, and just like that, all 3 lanes now in quite good control of IDS SG side. Oh, Johnson does manage to stun out in the end. Now we're going to see WQXD did stun out. The slow still goes on. Royal ZY needs to dash away, flickers away as well. But Sig goes on for the chase, decides to dissuade it away from it all. Back at the middle, we finds the target, does back it down. Belmont as well, but both of the kills go over to carry. They're still pushing down. This is 8 minutes and 50 seconds in. Jason Goes still shoving them into the base. My word. I wouldn't say Louvre has had a they were
Terrible
bad.
game, yeah. They were actually better, but
They're doing everything right to stop it, but
it wasn't enough.
it's hard to stop a bullet train by standing in front of it.
Yeah, unless you're Superman, of course. Sadly, there's no Superman in Louvre.
Unfortunately, they don't have the superhero status that's there. WQXD gets 9.9, that's there. LY4 does have that 2 kills, so he will not be reaching that double digit just yet.
Correct.
Looking at the itemization that's there, it is so clear. LY4 is so far ahead of his items. Johnson is barely tanky. Both of them trying to stop the magic damage coming through,
But wasn't enough.
but not quite enough. I have to say, Angel getting the MVP there, obviously well deserved. The only one without deaths, and the itemization was also progressing along. Just that the game was a little bit too fast paced for them to really react to it. GGWP.
Correct.
to both teams that's there. IDS SG super dominant, super dominant.
Well, of course, I have to give credit to Loof as well. They played the best game so far that I watched. They're very aggressive.
I would swap out the
kills,
Hellcat to maybe something that's a little bit more participative within team fights.
Maybe more fast paced.
And that might change it. Because if you're going to leave Hellcat alone in that lane to be farming away, I don't want to say this because I think I'm going to get flamed. If that was a Zilong, like Zilong could have pushed faster. That's the argument. I'm not saying that it should pick Zilong, but maybe not the Hellcat. I'm not convinced. I think people are very clear. I'm not convinced with the Hellcat pick so far.
You have a good, if you go to Hellcat, you can silence your opponents up. But again, Hellcat has to be a bit more mobile. Unfortunately, he's not that mobile hero. With Zilong along with the ultimate, it will work a bit differently. But we'll see again execution-wise. But execution-wise, Luf was doing really well in the early games against IDNS.
Now, there's a question in chat which is very interesting.
Yep.
Majan D. Mohui is saying Angel needs to change team. Do you think that's a fair statement to make?
No, definitely not.
I don't think so. It's a fair statement to make as well.
No.
Angel may be one of the more shiny players that's here in ML specifically, but I don't think so. The team is actually bad in any sort of way that's there. I just think that they either are overly aggressive or for the wrong things. For instance, the chase for Belmont. There was a massive long chase with a lot of resources being committed into it. So, I question why commit that much resources to bringing Belmont down specifically.
Yes.
That's there. So I think if they make better decisions moving forward, it should be better for them.
And to be fair, Luf are again consisting of individual talents. They are like global players.
Yeah.
They are very, very skillful players. So I wouldn't say that she needs to change team, but in fact make the communication better, because this has been the key issue since week 1. Into Luf's lineup, but they will have to take care of their upcoming pick. Or IDNS again, they might choose Digi to counter against Aurora's crowd control ultimate. Maybe perhaps they can get Digi on board and Aurora in the same. Then they will achieve.
We also haven't really seen the Diggy pick specifically come.
Correct.
So I wanted okay, Hellcat.
Alright.
Now that Hellcat is removed, how will Louvre respond to this? Okay, so prediction on the first pick of IDS SG side would be drumroll.
Ali.
Okay. We will see if Harley will be there, and I think WQXD will be very happy to pick out
Yeah.
Harley as that first pick. He has had phenomenal games on it, some jaw-dropping performances on it as well. But Loop SG says, no. There's not going to be any Harley this time around. It looks like it's going to be a very quick Kagura pick in the end. So, unfortunately, KBC Sensei, you shall not be buying 40 numbers today because your predictions are off.
Sadly, say no to gambling actually.
Well, in this case, Fanny is open. Might Fanny be there?
Loose Fanny so far decent, but not up to par. And they're gonna take Jawhead instead. So it's gonna be a hovering of Akai and Jawhead. No, they're gonna change to Hayabusa, and they will lock down Hayabusa and Akai.
Alright, so Hayabusa was
Good
banned in
pick.
the first
Yeah.
game. This time it's coming out there. We have two questions. That's there. Where's Peachesum? Peachesum will be back tomorrow.
Correct.
Not to worry.
I won't be
That's
here, so she can take my place with Justin.
She will be cosplaying. Haha.
Aha! Interesting. Looking forward to see that live stream. PM. And of course, again, we're going back to the drafts.
And-
IDNS will choose the double tank setup.
It's no surprise that we're going to see Belmont that's there. We also see multiple people asking for Zilong. Wahyu Pranta is saying Skyway Zilong. Let's see whether they do decide to do this. Angela is a new adaptation. I'm guessing Angel's going to be playing that. I don't know about that. I understand Carrie is being picked to counter Grok
Yep.
and Belmont that's
Irrital.
there.
Yeah. Bring that Irrital down. LY4.
Oh,
Irrital.
gosh.
Yeah, baby. It's gonna be deadly. It's gonna be fun. Lock it down, ladies and gentlemen, because we're gonna have a game soon. Yep.
Okay, so
Oh, no, it's still hovering.
I would
Okay.
say
Oh.
very standard lineup coming in from IDNS.
Standard but deadly. You have to
No, I
really
mean,
admit that.
it's standard,
Yeah.
and it's been working for them really so far.
Correct.
Like they make a few adaptations going there. Fanny
Oh.
makes her appearance this time around, and that is a very, very scattered draft.
Louvre's draft thing is...
Because the question I have is,
Yeah.
who does Angela pop into?
I want to say Fanny, but I don't really want to say as well because you have Hayabusa who kind of needs the support. But
You see, the thing is, like, you
Yeah.
want to position yourself in a way where you aren't really jumping around, because if you're Angela and you jump into Hayabusa, who then uses his ultimate, or Fanny
Correct.
dashes out, you're so far away from the team to be assisting. So you want to have a fighter that's in the front, you know, Hilda, Johnson, Hylos, that is with the team that's there. This time around, you're not really seeing that. Do you jump into Carrie?
no, do you even jump to Archive when he's using his ultimate?
It is a bit difficult
Yeah.
in that sense to see how Angela would specifically fit into the meta. Maybe they've discovered something which we can't really think about, but in my game so far, I haven't really seen that. Blue side, we are now into game. IDLS SG will be taking that south side, and on the northern side in red, it is going to be Louvre SG. The turtle friend is going to be on the lovely bottom side, so
I don't really like it.
so KBC.
I'm still going with North.
You're still going
Yeah.
now.
North for the win. We rule the North. All those puns coming out from my mind.
C2 Young An saying Louvre will win this round.
Oh.
They need your support,
Yeah.
and we like to see it happen. We are going to see the invade come through. Mr. B already going to come throughout. It does remove the first one. Irrital is there as well. 4 members will be there. Who will get the buff? The buff goes over to WQXD. Kagura gets it.
And you know what's scary about IDNS lineup is that their heroes are all very, very productive crowd control heroes. So if there are multiple opponents from Louvre trying to challenge them for a certain objective, they will be in a bit of a trouble, in a hot soup, because that's where the damage is coming from. Crowd control, having initiation, disabling methods, and a lot of damage output from their respective heroes.
I think also the setup of IDSSG here is really commendable. You have Belmont up in the top that can deal with Fanny. We know that Jason is such a strong player that's over there. Hong goes in. Hong steals away the Hermit Crab and that goal in the end. So fantastic job done there. That Still set, I guess, SG, a little bit behind in terms of what they can do, especially within the mid lane now where he is controlling it. Louvre needs to be cautious about this as Royal Z1 is going up against that Belmont and already being such a boss.
Such a boss.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
See the itemization, everyone is just collecting their basic hits.
Look,
我等一下会把家然后挂，给不来说，好大。
perhaps, sadly, questionable.
and WQXD playing the superior mage over there will manage to secure it. It looks like they potentially want to go. No, they're not going to attempt Turtle just yet. They will go out and secure the waves individually.
Again, IDNS playing a bit more over commitment, but again, it's working out for themselves. And look at Jason. The interesting fact about Jason is, in terms of mismatch against Fanny, he is not looking as the worst mismatch ever. In fact, he's actually turning the tides and dealing so much confusion, so much pressuring against that Fanny player. So it all comes down to execution wise, and Jason being one of the, again, the threat using Balmont. I think Royal Z will have to kind of figure this out, how to stop this Jason.
Okay, the game's a little bit
Oh,
slow.
hello with the backstab.
It's 1v3 under the tower. They should bring down, they're going to bring down the tower as fast as possible, and that's definitely going to be the right way to be doing it. Here we have 4 members now at mid as well, attempting to do the same thing. Does start up in the end. The knockup is there, but not quite enough. Opting not to go in finally in the end. Akaino makes an appearance. Will push back LY4, but does get stunned up WQXD as well. As does come in with multiple heals, but not quite enough. Belmont's ulti does not find the right target in the end. LY4 does get taken out. This is multiple deaths now for him already. Belmont still wants to test his mettle against the rest of them. Sig needs to be cautious about this as he's spinning to winning, not quite being taken out. Really tanky on the side. Fanny's back up top, pushing at the bottom. Is also Hayabusa that's pushing away.
It's a great play by Louvre again. A bit of miss ultimate timing on onto Jason's side. But then again, it's a really, really, a window opportunity for Luf to come back and at least to win the team fight. Speaking of LY4's carry, it's a bit lackluster, but again, you can see from the itemization, carry is still getting her items. It's not much of a big deal like being under farmed. It's decent farming, and perhaps she's going to add another weapon into the arsenal. And onto Lu's side, they do have a decent build onto the particular hero kit. Hopefully, just hopefully, they are able to build up more.
Well, it's been a little bit of a back and forth game now, moving on for them. We are going to see that CZ here is definitely being able to deal that extra bit of damage is there. The double kill at the bottom part is there. But the mounting pressure is really being put on here. Oh, Royal ZY does find that. Angela is within there.
No.
The stun does not quite connect in the end. And the chase is still on. It looks like Zing will go down as well. So Rafael is the first attempt to go down. Mr. Wee needs to be cautious, but if the wall does get thrown, so they should be able to stop the aggression moving forward as they start licking their wounds. We also are seeing that the top and bottom waves aren't exactly pushing onto either side, so somebody needs to take control of them as well.
The goal lead from the thousands has become into the hundreds as Team Luf is chasing, continuing the hunt. However, they have to be really careful as Fanny is able to get out, escaping with a slither of health. And Team Luf will try to defend this tower from being pressured in the mid lane. Again, this is actually a very good showing by Team Luf. What a great defense play from themselves. A great defensive play means, you kind of stop that push onto the turrets or the lanes without sacrificing the members within your team. So they are doing it really well. And the goal lead has just cut down to at least 200 goal lead for IDNS. So that's a lot of huge difference. They are able to climb themselves back into the game.
The game is becoming closer. It's also becoming very sloppy in that sense. We have two towers each, coming from both sides. So it is really important to see how well they take the next turrets moving out. Because as the game goes on, Fanny's mobility will become the bigger factor of can they push up the side lanes as well.
Yes. And Royal Z will have to be careful of this gank. Unfortunately, they were able to get away, so unfortunate news on IDNS. And there's a lot of poking around, hoping to get that first step of initiation. And oh my goodness, Kagura is coming in the bot, hopefully to get a team fight. And oh my, there's a lot of damage being done onto Lu's side as Iritel will be the first to take down one of the members. Balmont will take out a second. I was about to say Baltimore, but again, this is so much damage caused towards Luf. Fanny trying to stop that turret point now. Unfortunately, she will have to run away and
does
let
find
the
the hole in the
down.
wall
Yep.
in the end as well. So that's
Lucky for her, actually.
lucky for her. That's true. Also, the wall can't exactly cover the whole entire distance.
Yep.
So that will be good for them. Goal lead now to IDNS SG side, a slight one that's there. And this will also give them a little bit of significance in taking away the law that's here. Going to be no contest whatsoever. Loom's going to be a little bit more difficult in the end. Belmont will secure it with his ultimate that's there. And throwing up the wall for additional protection will mean that IDS SG is sitting pretty at this point. Fanny doing her job, pushing up to the top.
And again, you'll have to realize that playing defense or good defense alone isn't enough. You need to convert that defense into offense. Once you get a pick off, you have to continue pushing the turrets up. You need to convert that defensive end into a good play or with the opportunity to take at least more turrets out or control as many lanes or take the objectives. Unfortunately, IDNS, again, being one of the most dominant teams in the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Malaysia Singapore regular season, they have no, literally they are not going to give out any room of error. As you can see, Royal Z trying to run away and Luf are being harassed out of their mind. There will be a trade kill coming on board from Hayabusa and Kagura, but again, Luf, they do realize that this is a defensive effort that they have to do in order to stay in the game. Looking at that, IDNS are still continuing to push. They will take down one hero at a time, leaving only two heroes of Luf alive. Enemy turret has been destroyed from Kagura. Fanny trying her very best to stop.
Very best. And it looks like
It looks like it's going to be a checkmate.
it might be able to do the grok while unfortunately stopping the team from advancing forward
It was a bit of a blooper, but
a little bit.
still a lot of damage.
But we are going to see that
Yeah.
the siege cannons that are going to be pushing up. That's over there. While it might not be the very end right now, it is still a very clear 6,000 goal lead for them. It's also a 6 kill with lots of sixes coming out. That's for them. Can they stabilize the game? I would say this game for Loof SG, they have definitely come back fighting. They have come back, strong and been resilient about it. That's there. But we also see the IDS SG is showing their prowess. They can be patient within the game.
Yep.
And take it out. They've always been very heavily objective
Correct.
focused. We see
Very
Lord,
aggressive.
we see Turtle, Lord all being taken.
Yep.
And knowing when to pull back has been a good strength of theirs. So will it be enough? Can Loof actually mount another defense? Time will tell.
Time will tell indeed. And it's very surprising to see IDNS not going in for the win. They are very confident they could just push it all the way to end the game, but they're going to take the time slowly, perhaps in and out of respect for Team Loof, having that decent defense onto the side. However, they have to be careful here, try not to go around. I love how Loof is trying to get control of jungle, getting more information for the team, but they have to be careful of the lurking heroes, especially Jason. With that Balmon, very mobile, trying to run away here, and oh my goodness, Fanny a bit down, no, Perry is a bit down to half health. IDNS trying to gain control of the map, denying any map information for Team Loof.
I like Hayabusa is pushing out there. He is backing at the right time.
Yep.
That is good. Making sure that the wave is out there, forcing Jason to make sure the next wave is being caught out. Here we are seeing that they are mounting the chase and is pushing them further away. I do like this. Wukagura WQXD
nice.
not quite finding the damage that's needed to stop it in the end, but Jason is
Yes, right
there,
away.
still cable. Will it be enough? It looks like that additional distance will be enough to stop it out in the end. Here, Akai does find that small pathway through, which means that his life will be alive. WQXG on the other side here, not quite being able to find out. Angela does pop in as well. Now Akai needs to jump away from this. WQXG is all the way on the inside there. Skyway almost being brought down. Not quite enough. Tower does get destroyed. Unfortunately, in the end, Fanny, whoa. Needs to be very cautious about that.
Yeah, she nearly got caught.
She
And-
nearly got caught out away. Exactly.
And even though Loof are still holding for themselves, but again, turrets don't respawn. Turrets are falling down like flies onto IDNS. IDNS is playing this game in their hands. They are trying to take out the turret, making sure that waves are in their favor, the lanes are in their favor. So if let's say Team Loof aren't able to defend the rest, there are two other towers or turrets on the top lane, this could be another checkmate in the game. And not condemning Lua whatsoever, they are playing the best defense so far from what I'm watching right now, but they could not convert into good offense. As IDNS, they will show no room of error, no room of mercy, taking down the Lord, again, heavily objective, aggressive.
I mean, they just go back. They have the map dominance. They have the control that's going on. They do have 7,000 goal lead already, within their sights that's there. So Law just helps them push it out. It is a safer play to go as well. So this, LY4 being brought down there. Hayabusa explosive. 0 to 379 miles per hour instantaneously.
Nice.
Still going up for more. Zig gets removed as well. Carries there. Godlike onto Kagura, but will it be enough? CZ will back away from it. WQXD is on the chase. Skyway is coming in now from the side as well. Fanny, you need to be cautious. Does find the wall in the end. Rock and a hard plays. Royal ZY finds a spanking in the end. Lord wants a piece of her as well, as WQXD will not find the additional damage that is needed. Back up in base. This is the final defense. This is Ministrators. That's going to be happening. Jason Cole does get brought down to about half health now already, as Royal ZY does keep jumping in. The ultimate does get thrown out, so this will buy time for them to take down Lord as it's happening. So Lord now removed from the gameplay. Defense is very good coming from Loof SG.
Yep.
The shout calling is tip top. They managed to hold.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best Loof performance I have ever seen on the defensive side. again, so close of ending the team's heroes, but a lot of great moves done by WQXD to kind of juke out from there, leaving away with little health and coming back with the lifesteal. Again, credits to Louvre as well to hold their ground, not ending the game so soon, trying to defend from the Lord, and they managed to do that with the advantage of the members. That's a nice archive move.
Yes, that is right. The chat is wild with what's going on here. And still, more action to be done. The tower does get taken on. WQXD almost been brought up by Royal DY. Defending is being good, but is being stunned off in the end. Rafaela gets the kill. We also see on Immortality on Jason Code that did get popped in the end. So with that, they potentially can bring Jason Code down. That's there. Wow.
It's gonna be tough. You have one more turret to defend before your main base.
I'm loving how Louvre SG is. I want to see this in every game with them.
I actually really like to see them play like this type of momentum, this type of tempo. But then
they're going in for more, a little bit more. Might be enough to take it in the end, but we are seeing IDS SG being really crazy. That's over there. As the next wave does get taken down, that is all the turrets of the game being removed. It looks like this might be the very end. The stun does not come through. Skyway needs to be cautious about this. Will push it in the end.
That push.
Will it be enough? Fanny is there here. We are seeing that CZ now is going to chase it down. Carry gets one kill. Can Carry get more kills in the end? Mr. Weed is be cautious about this. Does get brought down relatively low. Hayabusa is there as well. WQXD almost being brought down. The chase is still going. Rock throws on the wall. But to stop away the team members or to stop them from dying on the other side. Carries back in base. The defense is still very, very strong. Coming out from the team. And they still hold on.
What a play by Louvre right there. I thought that was going to be checkmate from the moment that Fanny died. But again, they are managed to hold their ground. And Arkai coming out on time after that regeneration of HP. Managed to use his ultimate to push everyone into the turrets, splitting away their offense and causing confusion, which gives Louvre another day to survive. Perhaps trying to delay this fight. But again, the longer the game is, the attrition war begins. So IDNS might cause a mistake for their own and Louvre might take this opportunity.
Exactly. The war of attrition is definitely there. The next lot is up. And looking at all the lots before this, Louvre didn't bother to even come and contest it. But now you're seeing them, being more aggressive. They did push out the bottom wave, then mid wave, and now the top wave as well. It's been good. The wall does get thrown up a little bit too early. That's going on there.
Arkai is just jumping around walls here. So I'd like to say that this could be anyone's game.
I don't think so. It's that far that it could be anyone's game. Now we also have that, Belmont is there, so Jason should be able to get it unless there's a miracle steal coming through in the end. Can they find it? Will it be good enough? There's two members that are there. It's almost in the end.
No!
Rafaela gets it. Louvre does get removed, so that's a Kai that's being taken. Now we're going to see Hayabusa. Will he manage to escape in the end? It looks like he will be able to. But the chase is finally back done. We were seeing, the immediate call for retreat back into the base. It is good and launching up for them. They still are going more in for this. This is great stuff coming up from them.
And Fanny is trying to withstand the lanes, trying to hope to get as much attention away from INS. Can Louvre continue this perfect defense? Unfortunately, they don't have any more turrets left, and the main base is down to 40% of HP, maybe 30%
They need to wait for Akai. Akai can be able to do that, but no, it's not going to be enough. They go in for the attempt in the end, and that is GG coming out. VWP, very well played on both sides of the teams there. It was a very close. There's going to be lots of highlights coming out from this match. WQXD definitely showing very high prowess. No deaths. That is a 706 Kagura that's over there. We see Jason as well. No deaths. 306. Unfortunately, LY4 loses more stats. So we don't know how he's going to be in the final standings. We'll have to see how well that holds up. But I do want to get a special shout out and mention here to Louvre. The lineup may not have been the most stellar or the most convincing that's out there, but the execution definitely showed a lot of improvement, and I want to see this happen more so. Right now, the next game coming up against Falcon 7?
No,
I'm not sure.
Is Falcon 7?
I
I thought Falcon 7 is over.
oh no, that is over. Right?
Yeah.
The next
It's
few
another game. Yeah,
the next few matches that they're coming out, they will really need to prove whether they can hold on to it. And if so, I think they should be fairly good, and we should see maybe a resurgence of them in the top 8.
And I want to give a shout out to Louvre as well. Last week I was like telling them this isn't Louvre, this isn't their game start. Today is like a whole new Louvre.
I
Literally, this is the
A whole
Louvre that
new
we have been waiting for.
no, I would say it's interesting, right? Because we have 10 teams,
Correct.
right? And how the top teams play are really quite a level ahead, right? If you look at the standings, the teams have been winning, 10, 11, 12 times, and then there's a big gap of teams have been winning 6 times,
Correct.
and then teams have been winning under 3.
Yep.
That's there. So for a team that's winning under 3 to be performing at a team that has been winning
Yep.
10 times,
It's very
it is
scary.
quite significant. And so we praise them quite heavily when they're able to perform. And at the same time, we criticize teams like when Saiyan lost very heavily as to what in the world is going on that's there. It's not that we're trying to protect these lower 3 teams, but it really is a mountain climb for them to be able to do it. And it's always nice to see the underdogs do that. We saw that last week when Falcon 7 all of a sudden took over MYA3 in 2 convincing games. This is seeds of potentially what we can see as development, but still,
It's not a win, sadly.
the win should be coming through stronger in the picks, I think.
Yep.
That's there. And I think that's something that they have been struggling with.
Drafting again. It's I think the one of the main weaknesses. Even though we did mention that sometimes the drafts are pretty decent, but again, the drafting for this round, I felt it could be better, in the sense that you have to choose something a bit more tanky, perhaps. Running with the defense side, they have the mobility. They are able to roam around the map easily. Unfortunately, it wasn't the particular strat or lineup to go against with IDNS. IDNS, they're still running with the standard lineup that works really well, as you mentioned before, Sudo. But coming in, you will need to have somewhat like a balanced lineup to kind of give some punching power towards that team. Unfortunately, this team, besides defense, in terms of offense and team fights, they kind of lackluster on that part.
Yeah, I think it's because we don't know what a consistent lineup from Louvre SG looks like. So, like I said, they're still trying out lots of different things. Maybe this lineup is something they should be bringing forth. That's there. It's very actually interesting. All their top global picks, Zilong, Tigreal, and all these things hasn't really worked out all that well for them specifically.
Speaking of which, we haven't seen the Mia yet. KYC.
We have not seen the Mia.
So try not
well.
to jinx it, perhaps. Who knows? Who knows?
Hopefully for the best.
Yep.
That's there. For everybody else that's been in the chat that has been, throwing their love out to everything that's going here. Thank you guys so much. It's been lovely having you guys here. There were quite a number of people asking us to, because the game was going really long, and they were asking us questions. Unfortunately, we're not going to be answering questions while things are going on there, but we do appreciate a lot of the questions that's going on there. But I guess we can talk about it now here. We have Zikri Yamaha that's asking, Skyway Zilong, in Malay, it's power, tapi kenapa tak guna? So it's strong, but why hasn't it been picked? It has been picked before in the past, but this is not the Zilong meta right now. In such big team fights that's going on, you look at how Fanny is being able to disrupt multiple teams. You need to have, escapes in and out. Zilong is more like, I will charge in.
Correct.
And then, he needs to be super tanky enough. But if you're looking at big tanks like Grok that's going on there and Akai, he falls away a little bit.
Yep, and speaking of Zilong, he has been productive individually, but not as the team. His Zilong is good for himself, but doesn't impact the whole team in terms of results, pushing turrets, and getting kills for the team. So
Zilong is amazing, especially in solo games, because teams aren't coordinated to be taking care of all 3 lanes.
Yep.
Here, you hardly let one person just push the entire lane to victory. We've seen only very rarely Fanny players. I think there was Sai that managed to do it. But these are more so organized teams, and so that's a little bit more difficult for them to be able to execute.
And again, I really like Lu's defense, despite
Multiple
dropping down.
defenses.
Yeah.
Multiple defenses. That's it. It's been good. This was the pushback. No, this is still the defense.
Yeah, it was
I
really
don't-
nice. Arkai coming in aboard. And,
Yes. So this was a jump trade, and carry unfortunately not be able to find the right targets. In the end, that's there.
his thing.
Here we're going to see the chase goes on. WQXD does manage to escape out in the end, and then the stun comes through, which helps the escape.
Very good player. Unfortunately, again, turrets will not respawn. Once the turret is down, you kind of open up the map for your opponent, and opponents such as IDNS, they will use whatever sticks or stones in the map to create something out of it.
Yeah, well, sticks and stones may break their bones, but unfortunately, losing is the ultimate defeat.
Yes. But again, a shout out again to Lu for putting up such a great fight. You have ended, around 10 minutes or maybe below, but you stay your ground for a long 20 minutes, and you learn your patterns of your opponents, especially such strong
I think they
opponents.
also got a lot
Yeah.
more supporters coming in from the chat. Seeing
good.
seeing the evolution that's there, and I think that's great in the growth of the teams that's there. Now we are about to end today's show.
Man, that was so fast.
I still need to readjust my tie. That's there. But tomorrow, let's look at what's going to be happening up, because we're going to get two more interesting games. Now we talked about Falcon 7 and the team Loof SG that we just saw that's there
Correct.
battling it out. This is going to be another important match. If Falcon 7 can pull away wins against Equalizer, it definitely will be able to assist them out in climbing up. The second game is going to be MYA going up against Mystic Burden. It's going to be really interesting in the second game as well, because these are the teams that are in the middle bracket. Keep in mind, to those of the people that are still here, if Falcon 7 can win a 2-0 victory, they will push Loof down to the 9th spot.
Yeah, and Equalizer kind of have no glimmer of hope to come back to the top.
Exactly,
literally.
and it's important for
Ouch.
Equalizer if they
Yeah.
want to be potentially competing inside. Falcon 7 wants to do it to secure themselves the 8th spot. No, not secure, to put themselves into the 8th spot.
Correct.
And Loof SG will be praying that Equalizer wins as well, because their
Yep.
spot is up for there. I guess that's why such a good strong defense coming out in the end in that last game, because they know what could change all tomorrow.
It's
So
do or die, literally.
it is do or die for them. Tomorrow there's going to be a studio match, and that's going to be MYA going up
Mystic
against.
Burden.
That's right.
Top Malaysian teams as well.
That's going to be
Yeah.
really interesting. You're going to see the players over here, and that will be all happening tomorrow. And Beach will be here tomorrow
Yeah.
as well.
I'll be out. So sorry.
So KBCC will be on chat, seeing
Yeah.
what's going on there.
Definitely looking at you all.
And Peach will. Oh, KBCC will be cosplaying as Peach. Haha. That's
What?
that. So don't forget to follow us
Yep.
on our social media. That's Sudo, and that's me, and that's KBC Sensei.
Right here.
That's over here for more action that's coming out onto the end. Before we say goodbye, we want to say thank you once again to the people in chat, but also to our legendary sponsor, your first AI phone, the Honor View 10.
So sorry, I want to take 2 phones instead. Yeah.
He needs 2 AI phones. His first and his second AI phone, the Honor View 10s, in
Alright.
this case, as well as our partners in esports, which is Armageddon and GoPro. I will happily take this GoPro in the end. So, great matches today. Thank
Yeah.
you all, guys, for your support and love, and we'll see you tomorrow.
TGIF, everyone. It's KBC Sensei. Live by the game, die by the game, of course. Studio.
I don't live by the game.
Alright, never mind. See you all tomorrow.
Alright, bye, guys.